Hello, Saida. For those of you who don't know me, my name is David Blyden, and I'm running to be your treasurer. I have always been a fan of Model UN ever since my sophomore year of high school. I was one of the few members of this club who actually had 2 years of crisis experience. Both my junior and senior years, I served on crisis committees, and they were a blast. So when I came to Penn State, I had kind of high expectations for the Model UN Club, and I was not disappointed. I've had a great time this year, going to all 3 away conferences, and somehow I managed to win 2 awards at both Cornell and FCMUN. My philosophy for conferences goes like this. First priority, have fun. Next, meet new people. And finally, get awards, do a good job, that thing. So it was amazing to me when go to FCMUN, dress as a toga, get slapped in the face by Steve, and still walk away with an honorable mention. That is how I love to do Model UN, and I really want to try to spread that throughout more of this club. Try to make sure people are still, debating well, learning how to debate, but more importantly, having more fun. I mean, you can see that we are a pretty friendly group, and I want to expand on that more. Make sure the new members feel more welcome. Every year, I'm sure it's like you get a ton of new members the first day, and then they weed out very quickly. I want to try to really improve our retention rate of people. We're going to need a lot of new manpower this year, trying to host 2 conferences instead of 1, and I want to do everything in my power to make sure that happens. Now, as treasurer, there were a few things I want to change about this club. One thing would be trying to drop dues from $20 a semester to $15. I feel now $20, while great to have that money, isn't working out too well, because right now the only reason people pay dues is really to vote in elections like this. There are hardly any other incentives. So if we could lower the amount of dues, the cost of dues, but then provide more incentives to people to pay them, try to crack down on you can't go on a conference unless you pay your dues, you can't really serve on the USG, or if you're heavily involved in the club, you need to pay your dues. Otherwise, it's not really fair to everyone else. Another thing I like to do is work heavily with the away conference director. The treasurer and the away conference director need to communicate a lot to make sure that the cost of going on conferences is as low as possible. And so I'll do everything I can to make sure that happens. I have no idea who won, but I'm pretty sure that I'll be able to work with them. I'm friends with almost everyone in this club. Now that has been 3 minutes, and Rodrigo has allowed me another minute to do a mock Q&A, so I'll answer the most obvious question. Why aren't I here right now? Why am I giving this speech to you electronically? Well, the thing is, I signed up for this backpacking trip about 2 months ago, before I had any idea when elections were, and I really wanted to go on it. It's hiking the Appalachian Trail in Western Virginia, and it sounded like a ton of fun. Hopefully I felt it was as fun, because right now I'm probably on a car ride, dirty, smelly, covered in sweat, having hiked about 33 miles in a weekend. But the thing is, I just couldn't say no to that trip. As much as I would love to be an officer, and I am a very dedicated member, going to be on the USG next year, chair of Punk, went to all 3 away conferences, I just couldn't give up that trip to do these elections. So I hope you don't count that very much against me. Thank you.